So far, we've seen how adaptive is both easy and powerful. At our last demo story, we'll focus on fast. For this example, let's imagine you are an adaptive power user from the finance or sales department. We'll load actuals and start a new forecast process in just minutes, and we'll also update management reports almost instantaneously. A new forecast requires fresh data from the general ledger, and as luck would have it, accounting is close to closing the books for the month of April. Let's begin to see Let's begin by checking to see if there's data already sitting in the month of April. We have a report that is called Actuals Import Check, and by running that report, we see there is currently no data inside of Adaptive for April. With the check complete, let's kick off the steps that imports the data. The Adaptive Integration Framework simplifies and automates integration across multiple data sources. Whether you're importing a spreadsheet or directly integrating from your cloud or on-premise business application. Our integration platform speeds connectivity to general ledger, ERP, and CRM systems so that you always have the latest data at hand. We'll launch the task to import data from the general ledger and confirm that we want to import the data for April. Adaptive extracts the data from the source system, performs any necessary transformations to the data, and loads it into the actuals versions of our model. While this example shows importing data from the general ledger, it is just as easy to import from your ERP, CRM, and any other operational system. You can report and analyze on that data or use the information as drivers in your future plans. As you can see, there are several different types in our demo instance of loaders where we're connecting to Salesforce, Dynamics GP, Excel, Intact, and maybe even directly to a JDBC database. We use this example in NetSuite where now we have loaded 367 rows of data. We'll close this out, go back to our actuals import check. And now we see the month of April contains data imported from the general ledger and it's been automatically consolidated up to the top level. How's that for quick? Beyond the ability to easily import actuals from the general ledger, Adaptive has consolidated capabilities that help streamline the financial close. Actuals can be split into a roll-up of balances imported from the general ledger, along with layers that hold values for adjustments, allocations, and eliminations. Each stage of the consolidation can be viewed independently to ensure accuracy and auditability. To correct post-close errors or address timing issues, Adaptive has a journal entries feature that lets us record one-time and recurring adjustments. Based on rules defined by the administrator, Adaptive can also detect and highlight variances in intercompany eliminations. Data from the GL appears in white, system-generated eliminations in gray, and the system-generated balance entries, if needed, in orange. Every time actuals are imported into Adaptive from the general ledger, the intercompany elimination rules are automatically and immediately applied, resulting in the view we see here. Now with the April actuals loaded, we want to create a new planning version to hold the May forecast. The Adaptive Suite allows you to quickly create as many versions as you want for forecasts and what-if scenarios. The ability to model fast means organizations can efficiently produce reliable business projections and performance milestones to adapt to an ever-changing business environment. Here we'll make a copy of our working budget. We will call this version the May forecast. We'll indicate that actual should show up through the month of April and allow data changes starting in the month of May. We'll also get Adaptive to reset the workflow status in this new version. And add this new version as a report parameter choice in all reports. Upon hitting the Save button, Adaptive copies the business data and business rules from the working budget version into our new May forecast version. In just minutes, my new May forecast version is completed and ready to use. Let's check out the results of using the P&L sheet. This sheet template acts as a window into any version or level we might care to work with. Right now, we're looking at actuals for the complete year for the Sales North level. And we can toggle up to the total company view. In our version drop-down list, we now have an additional version called May Forecast. Just as we specified, this version is a combination of 4 months of actuals and 8 months of plan copied from the working budget version. All of our sheets, reports, dashboards are immediately able to use the May Forecast version. Actuals through April, May through the end of the year budget. Amazingly, there is no additional administrative effort. We are ready to start forecasting. So if we toggle to our Sales North level, the Sales North manager can visit their department and begin to enter projections for the remainder of the year. And even our reports are ready to go as well. As we can change our version 2 parameter from the working budget to our May forecast and rerun, and now have an example of actuals versus our new May forecast. Incredibly, we're immediately able to analyze the differences between the original budget version and the new May forecast we just created across all of our key financial statements and metrics. Forecasts and what-if scenarios simply don't get faster than that. Adaptive takes a complex, cumbersome, and error-prone process and turns it into an everyday task that can be completed in minutes. And in order to keep these planning and financial close processes on time and on track, Adaptive has a process tracker that makes it simple to define deliverables, assign them to users, monitor their status, and track their closure. Process participants can discuss concerns and upload supporting documentations within a task. At a glance, graphs that monitor overall progress against the remaining time allotted and make the process transparent to everyone on the team. Now with the May forecast process rolling along, let's tackle the last request, updating the management report pack for the month of April. Adaptive makes it surprisingly easy to dynamically update the management reports, board books, and presentations that you've already created within Microsoft Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. It's the best way to create dynamic, beautiful reports always based on your latest data. Refresh with just a couple of clicks. Here's your multi-tab, highly formatted set of Excel reports, similar to what you might use today, except that this file has been linked to Adaptive using our powerful Smart Link technology. Notice that the reports are all keyed to the month of March. But now with the results for April in, we want the data in the report to roll forward 1 month. With a couple of clicks, notice that all of the reports are now keyed to the month of April 2018, and we're done. Isn't that easy, powerful, and fast? We'll save this file and then email it out for review. Now with the May forecast process rolling along, let's tackle the last request, updating the management report pack for the month of April. Adaptive makes it surprisingly easy to dynamically update the management reports, board books, and presentations that you've already created in Microsoft Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. It's the best way to create dynamic, beautiful reports, always based on your latest data, refreshed with just a couple of clicks. Here's a multi-tab, highly formatted set of reports in Excel, similar to what you might use today, except this file has been linked to Adaptive using our powerful Smart Link technology. Notice that the reports are all keyed to the month of March. With now April close, we want the results to be for April. So let's roll the report forward to the next month. With just a couple of clicks, resetting the report date, refreshing all of the sheets. In a matter of moments, each one is updated with the data for April. Notice that all the reports are now keyed to the month of April. And we're done. It's that easy, powerful, and fast. We'll save the file and then email out for review. We can take any of your existing Excel reports and make them adaptive in minutes. By clicking the Adaptive Cells button, we can clearly see where the connections have been already created between Excel and Adaptive. Areas with a blue background show where numbers will be fed from Adaptive, while the areas with a green background show where labels get pulled in from Adaptive. To create a Smart Link connection between Adaptive and Excel, we first highlight the target area in Excel, then we select the source items in Adaptive. To complete the connection, it's simply dragging and dropping. With a click of the refresh button, Adaptive feeds data from our model in the cloud into our newly mapped rows in Excel. There's no time wasted recreating layouts, charts, formulas, or formats. With a one-time drag and drop effort, we have dynamically updated reports that refresh in moments. Adaptive also lets you link your Word-based board book documents with the same live, always current data. Notice the document is currently showing information for March. We need to update the document for April, but fortunately, there's no need to copy and paste tables from Excel every time there's a change. Just takes a second to refresh. And we see the data in our functional P&L change from March 2018 to April 2018. That's reflected in our previous board package Excel sheet. Same with Word, the functionality also is available in PowerPoint. With one click of the refresh all button, we see all notations to March have changed to April. Imagine how much time Adaptive could save you. Smooth integration of actuals from any system, rapid forecasts and what-if scenarios with reliable management reports in moments. They all add up to give you a planning and reporting system that's fast enough to adapt to ever-changing needs of your organization. Only Adaptive gives you an active planning and reporting solution that can shrink your cycle times by up to 70%. And that's what success looks like anywhere. So just to review, in today's demo, we saw 3 examples of active planning that a typical customer goes through on their Adaptive journey. We learned how the Adaptive Suite has the ease, power, and speed to let you plan as a team, analyze everything from anywhere, and adapt quickly to changes in your organization. So you can get everyone in your organization headed towards the goal of producing significantly better results in just a fraction of the time and effort. You don't have to choose between getting it done on time to getting it done right. Adaptive Insights lets your organization plan and adapt without compromise. Next steps in your adaptive journey would be, as you think about what those steps are for your organization, let us know if you'd like to schedule a personalized follow-up with an Oasis representative. Thanks for joining us today for this demonstration of the Adaptive Suite, a purpose-built cloud application that lets your organization plan and adapt without compromise.